Hi, it's starting out with Wayward Recipes, and today I'm going to be using the Rangemate Pro to cook a T-bone steak. So here's my T-bone steak. It's about 1.19 pounds. I'm hoping you can maybe see that somewhat clearly there. But going to be cooking in the Rangemate Pro. It's supposed to be very fast, have grill marks and a lot of great stuff. I've seen a lot of people cook steaks on the Rangemate Pro, but I've never seen anyone do a T-bone steak. So we're going to do one and get started now. Okay, so to start we have to preheat the Rangemate Pro pot for steak. So I'm going to preheat it for 4 minutes, and basically, just going to be the highest power setting on the microwave for 4 minutes. I'm sticking it in there, just the empty pot, and I'm going to do 4 minutes. Just hitting it 4 does an express 4-minute cook on my microwave. Once that's done, I'm going to pull it out real quick, check the temperature, and get that steak in there and start cooking it. So I'll bring you back once it's ready to go on to the next steps here. Alright, I'm just going to throw some salt and pepper on both sides of my steak. We got about 14 seconds to go for the microwave to be... Whoa, my goodness. Dropped my salt shaker. Whoa, too much salt. Alright, wiping that off the steak. My. The things that happen on live video. Alright, got that salt off my steak. Gonna get that glove off. Shake pepper on the other side here. And shake salt now that I've got my holding my cap in place. Get some salt on there. Get this pot out. Pot feels a little warm in my hand. Going to check temp of the pot. It's reading about 400 some odd degrees, but dropping. I'm going to put the steak in there. I think it was over 500 at first, but it keeps dropping fast. So I'm going to hit 3.5 minutes is what I'm going to do. 3-3-0 start. So 3.5 minutes. Whoops, forgot something. The lid. Alright. Let that roll. Bring you back in about 3.5 minutes, see if I can get things washed off in time. Alright, we're less than 10 seconds away from the pulling of the steak. I'm going to throw some A1 on top, and we'll flip it and throw some A1 on top. Let's see what we've got here. It's cooking. It's definitely cooking. Let me flip it over. It smells good. Let me get it flipped. Cool here. Come on. Alright. Flipped it over. There's no grill marks there though. I don't see a single grill mark on my steak. Just to show you real quick. Well, there are no grill marks. And that's after 3.5 minutes, and I did preheat. I had, found out my salt shaker was broken, but I don't think that took very long to, remedy getting that salt off, the excess salt off, and getting the thing in here. So I'm a little disappointed I don't see the grill marks I hope to see after the first 3.5 minutes. I'm going to get it back in here. I'm trying to cook it another 3.5 minutes on this side. After that, I'll try and check temp to see if this thing is well. We're actually supposed to wait a few minutes even after it comes out. So do 3, and then I'm going to add 30. So that gives it 3 minutes, 30 seconds. After this comes out, like I mentioned, you're supposed to let it set for like another 3 minutes. So when it comes out, I'll maybe let it set for, not too long. I'll probably once it comes out start doing temp tests and stuff for the meat and see if it's getting to that well done range. And I don't want to start dropping in temp, but I'll see how it's looking. If it's looking like it's really sizzling real good and cooking still, I'll let it cook for a little while and then test temp, but we'll see about it when it comes out. Alright, less than 10 seconds before the microwave will be done here. We'll just pull this out. I'm supposed to let it set for like a minute, or a few minutes to cook internally. Alright, so pulling it out. I just want to see what's going on in there. Looks like it's almost boiling in its own juices. I'm just going to keep the lid on there for maybe a minute or two. I'm gonna keep it there like this for a couple of minutes and then maybe bring you back. So let's come back in a couple minutes. Alright, I just gave it about a minute to rest, but I hear the sizzling in there going down a little bit. And I don't think you're required to keep the lid on while it's just setting for a little bit, just to let the meat rest. But I'm going to do my temperature check for beef here. See if I can find a good spot to stick my probe in. Oops, there's a bad spot. Well, one bad spot, it just kind of stuck the wrong way. But I am at well done. I'm well over 160, if you can see. I'm reading around, well, it was at 163, now it's at 162. So it's a well done steak. And that's pretty cool. I mean, it was basically 7 minutes cooking, let it set for a minute, so that's 8 minutes. Preheating for 4 minutes, that's 12 minutes total. A well done, almost 1.2 pound T-bone steak. I don't know if I can do a well done T-bone steak of that size, 1.2 pounds, in 12 minutes any other way or any faster. So you're gonna get the camera adjusted, then go ahead and do a taste test here. Okay, I've just been letting it rest for a few minutes, and I've noticed some juice there. It looks a little pink. It was redder earlier. It looks like it got darker just sitting there. But here's the back side of my steak. I don't see any grill marks at all. I mean, I've seen other people cook other types of steak in the GrillMate, and they had grill marks and such, but the T-bone is, I don't know if it's the bone or what. I mean, it cooked it to well done, but no grill marks. And this T-bone is fresh. This is fresh out the pack. It was not frozen or anything of that nature. So, not sure the reason for no grill mark. That's the inside. Give you a better look. It is well done there. See, the inside there is there's a little pinkness just right there, but it's pretty well done. So I'm just going to, for taste testing sake, take a slice here from the softer side of the T-bone. That's the side that's more like filet mignon on that side of the T. This side of the T is more like your New York strip side. And how tender it is, this side's more tender than this side. I'm just going to take this piece here and just slice this one a little smaller for taste test. Okay, now I'll get the camera adjusted. We'll do our actual taste testing. Alright, so taste testing time. I will say for the Rangemate Pro, you do have to move fast. It's cooking fast. Here's our steak, nice and well done. So I'm going to taste this tender side here. Okay, now I'm going to taste the other side here. Now, I will say, for the taste here, the tender side of the T-bone is just as tender as what I've had out of the New Wave oven off of grill and such. Equal tenderness. This side, the other side that's more like a New York strip, is a little more tender than steaks I've had out of, say, the New Wave oven. So this side is a little more tender, which is pretty cool. I will say for the flavor, it's good. I probably could have seasoned a little more. I think maybe finding out suddenly that my salt shaker broke while I'm in the middle of doing the filming probably messed me up a little bit on seasoning it right. But maybe a little more seasoning just to give a little more flavor on the strip side here would have been pretty cool. But it's a good steak nonetheless, and I think that, you know, with some steak sauce and such, it'll taste just fine. Bottom line though is that the steak was cooked in 12 minutes. A T-bone steak in 12 minutes, over a pound of T-bone steak in 12 minutes. Well done. Okay, that is impressive. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this Rangemate Pro. You know, you think it's the real deal? I mean, it seems real to me, but tell me what you think about it, how you like it. You know, I really want to get some discussion going on this because this seems like a nice new way to do things even faster than the New Wave. The New Wave is nice. I mean, the New Wave can do a lot of things. You can't do no dehydration in the Rangemate or a lot of other things in the Rangemate. But it's kind of a neat alternative to try, you know, try them out and see how this one is doing too. Anyway, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, share the video with your friends, and definitely please subscribe to the channel, and good eating.